Alright, this is Joshua. I'm gonna be playing through my level made in Mega Man Maker, Hurricane Slide, and just kind of going through some of the design choices that I made while creating and thinking about this level. So, here we go. Alright, the first big concept that I wanted to do with this level was try to use some of the weapons that have mobility functions in interesting ways. Originally, I was gonna just have one-room puzzles for things, which included the default weapon, so you notice I can't shoot. So that's why that guy's there, to show you that you can't shoot. So first, you kind of have to go through this area of just platforming, straight-up platforming puzzles. Though, to call them puzzles is a little generous. More like just a basic obstacle course, and then you get the default weapon. So this is really the closest I've got to what the original idea was. A one-room puzzle of, you have the weapon, now use it and your other abilities. And then with this one, going forward, I made just bigger things, because this one kind of lets you use it as a surfboard, and that's sweet. There's a reason those guys were there. And yes, it is basically just to get completely run over. I'll explain that in a minute. This one also kind of fits the one room to figure out or to solve a puzzle with the weapon you were just given. Because if you jump on this one, you jump really high. I had to adjust some of the distance between these platforms in playtesting because I made them difficult for me, and I've played a lot of Mega Man, so it didn't work out very well when playtesting with people who haven't played a lot of Mega Man. And here I decided to combine them a little bit. You know, just introduce two different things and then put them together. And what have you got? Bippity-boppity-boo. Or the ability to jump high and surf on an oil slick. So this part, leading up to the boss, I really wanted to illustrate, or to draw attention back to the oil slider, before actually fighting him. And this is also why those enemies were there in the sliding section, because his weakness is slide right on into him. He's got a shield, which will block your normal shots, but the shield does not block slide into his face. So I thought this was kind of an interesting layout and just set up for using what you've learned in the level to fight a boss. I picked Nightman because he's one of the only Robot Masters bosses in the in Mega Man Maker that doesn't completely break if you give him a pattern that's bigger than one room, or, you know, pits. So I wanted to do something a little bigger so you could get to play around with the oil slider a little more, and I have fun with it. In playtesting, after I fixed a couple of frustrating points, I think that playtesters or playtester also had fun with it. But yeah, so that's my level, Hurricane Slide. It was fun to make, and I enjoyed playing it at least. So there you go.